All right, I'm back. So what I'm going to try to do today, right, is I'm going to try to walk it because I'm not paying extra money that I can't afford right now. That's the whole point. Like I said, man, y'all need to really get on point, bro. I need to get with the program. Like I said, all these folks, they're just sitting there. They're hearing me. They're listening. Like, yeah, come on, bro. We know what all y'all on, man. That's all good. Go against me. Go against God. Feel me? All right, real talk. Don't worry, I'm a monster. So I can be out here with the other monsters. Uh, But yeah, it's hot as hell. I did get some water in me, a little bit of soda. That's the whole point. That's why normal folks understand, like, dude, this is Batman. He's out there all day in the heat. He's getting the real thing done. I go through a hell of a lot. Out in Cali, they said that. They said, hella, hella everything. So, you know, normal people understand and they try to help in the little ways that they can. So I do appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all who do that. Seriously, even if it's just small things, goes a long way for me. Yeah, I can't like be buying water all the time. You know what I am gonna do if I can get over here, because to be honest, I did feel like I was breaking down today completely. So I prayed, and I'm going to continue to pray right now uh, for God to just give me the strength to get through this, get back over here for now. But yeah, what I am going to do is definitely stop at this fruit place because they're cheap, and I don't know how much I'll get, but I might be able to pick me up one thing or something, or we'll see. Maybe they have a peach or something. I can go wash, rinse it off, and eat. And that's what I need is fruit. I think the fruit is what'll help me. I've been wanting to do it. It's just there's all those dogs over there. That's the thing. That's why I didn't want to be walking. So as usual, you see how all these people, their mistakes end up affecting me majorly in what I'm doing. That's the point. Like, what is that called? Common sense. See, folks is not allowing me to, even do what I need to do. I have a business to run, man. Like I said, I can't succeed here. It's not possible. It's not. I got to get out of here. It's that simple. Nobody's accomplishing anything. See, that's the thing. Delusional folks, what they're on never exists. We're on a whole different page. We're in a whole different book. I know the exact right decisions to make for me. That's why I've been making them. I never make a mistake. So yeah, I'm not open to hearing opinions, especially from people who never wanted to see me win in the first place, and they can't handle the fact that I'm winning. So we won't be entertaining none of that anymore. Like I said, I've made my point perfectly clear. Um, like I said, it's just nothing but pure corruption down here, and the folks see it. The public's going to continue to see it. We got a lot of people. Word is traveling fast. I'm sure they're tuning in, listening to me. So I am concrete proof that everything is corrupt in Brownsville and in the Valley, and really in the U.S. across this entire nation. I mean, Kentucky's corrupt as hell. Miami, corrupt. Vegas, corrupt. Pretty much everywhere. Green Bay, super corrupt. Proved that. Uh, Hell, I'm sure Minneapolis is too. Minneapolis is corrupt. I was talking about Milwaukee. I'm sure Milwaukee is corrupt as well. I kind of know it without going there. I've been through there. I'd always stop on the Greyhound there. When Christina and I get this money, we're going to go to that Greyhound station. I want to buy those watches. They got a whole bunch of cheap watches. I like those little cheap watches that They're pretty good ones though. They're like designer watches. They're like $10. I'll buy all of them. We'll just pull up. I'll go in there just to purchase them, and I'll be like, just give them all to me. That way I wear a different watch every single day, whatever watch I want to pick from, and you don't have to spend a whole lot when you find a cheap deal like that, and you just buy them and that's it. We're going to be doing stuff like that. But yeah, I tried to get a little bit adequate water fluid in me because I knew I was about to try to do this. We're already about halfway there, kind of, maybe a little bit, maybe not quite there, but almost. But the hard part will come up here in about 10-20 minutes as I continue to walk. And that's the thing, man. I don't know why that bus company can't get their act together. I mean, it's just being humane, man. I mean, you're here to serve the people, nothing else. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. It's just being a normal human being. It really is. Like seriously, like a quarter, dude. A quarter. Like you don't have a quarter. Like I can't pay you a quarter back. You know what I mean? That's just being human. But like I said, like some people will help you out when you're in a bind. And you got people like that. And they making excuses. Oh, well, blah, 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 this and that. What does that got to do with just treating people like human beings? That's a quarter, dude. Like, bro, are you serious? I got quarters on me all the time. I probably got a quarter back there. I just forgot to grab it. I can give you a quarter back. I see y'all every day. See what I'm saying? It's about the point that saves me $5. You know how big of a deal $5 is right now? So that's what I'm saying. I'd rather walk back because then it actually becomes cheaper because I didn't have to get the day pass for the day, and I only paid like what, like was it $2 or something like that, or $2.50? I think it was $2. So this way, if I can make it back solid, right, and I'm all right, then that way that didn't happen, and I'm not losing $5. But that quick, that's how it works. And see, when I'm running a whole project being Batman, you would just think that folks would be supportive. This is the same thing. These folks have had their hands out the whole time. All these folks owe me thousands of dollars. Pay me my money. I shouldn't have to ask, man. Like, it's this mentality in these people, and that's why, like, no, I've literally decided. I not only will not help these folks, I refuse to do anything for y'all. Just the way you refuse. I refuse. I'm tired of the acting like, oh, we're going to do this. And then it's just, basically setting it up for failure later. That's what they do. Half these folks donating, they're not donating because they want to see me succeed. They donate because they're doing it on purpose. And I don't really understand that. It's the weirdest thing because it really does kind of help in the long run. But I'm just saying they're donating because they're trying to play games with the finances. They know that they'll get me where I expect it. You get what I'm saying? You got to think ahead and be smart, man. So they know I'll expect it or whatever, and then when they don't deliver and come through and they don't do it, they're hoping I'll make a mistake. It's not even make a mistake. It's just that I'll have to spend whatever so that way I get caught up. And then, it's all designed, in my opinion, to try to stop me from running my business. Does that make sense? Because the business itself has to operate off my bank account. So if I don't have enough in there to receive my check, then everything stops. My whole business will collapse and fail. And that's what they've been trying to do this entire time I want. Only alternative would be I have some other options, but it would be me. I'd have to go in and then refill out all the info and then hope it submits in time and updates, and that, I'd be able to get my money that way. Come on. No, I don't care at all. So, that's, and I just should never be put in that position. Like I said, I mean, everyone else out here, like I said, if it was anybody, I don't care who it was. If I was from the valley Mark my words when I say this. If I was from here, right, and I was them, and I was doing what I'm doing, and I did all this, oh boy, they'd have me caked up. I'd have money. They'd be handing me $100 bills. I'd have Batman birthday cakes constantly. They'd be sponsoring me. They'd have me going to all these functions. They'd have me speaking at schools. That's the truth of the world in this society. That the valley only favors its own. They only will help their own. This is the truth. I don't care what none of you say. You can sit there and pretend y'all have done nothing for me, and you know it's the truth. And they will only support their own. So things for me down here are so unfair, it's become impossible to even run my business. And I'm just still doing it. I'm just manning it out and doing it through pure willpower because I don't have a choice. I got to get my money. You know, at least we're over $18 and it's only what, the 8th or something? Yeah, August 8th. This orange stuff is still out here. They still ain't cleaned that up. See, that's how much they care. It's ridiculous, dude. Like, that's the thing, you know, like I said, that I've been able to just get my day pass today. It saves me from walking miles and having to come across all these dogs and stuff and whatever else is out here. You know, I mean, my shoes don't even have bottoms. My feet, can you imagine? I mean, they felt like that yesterday. I mean, imagine a day. It's just ridiculous. That's why I need rest. I try to rest so I can recuperate my body. Yeah, I don't really care. Look at this. It is just unbelievable, right? How many of you are going to be selfish? Let's see here. Thank you. There we go. Somebody nice who understands and can think. The rest of them just sit there. Oh, yeah, you don't get to walk. Like, dude, what? Hold up. There we go. He might have been recording. He said something like Batman. I waved and he waved and said, "What's up?" I do appreciate you folks out here that respect what I do and show love and respect me. You know, I'm just myself. I'm going to talk as who I am. I don't care how anybody feels. I never care what people think. I'm not from here. I mean, what do you expect? I'm me. I'm human. I'm going to say how I feel, man. It's a lot of stuff that's just not right, you know, and it needs to change. And I wish it would have a long time ago, but I think that's the thing. I think I've grown on a lot of people. I think people see my struggle and probably kind of relate, man, because I mean, there's folks from down here. I mean, it has nothing to do with any of that. I mean, there's folks down here who got similar problems. There's folks down here that they own people don't want to do nothing for them, and you know, so I'm sure there's people that relate and say, man, like I understand where he's coming from because I go through the same type of stuff, you know. Just it's hard when you don't have a support system, man. It doesn't matter how hard you work, how tough you are. When you got people that don't want to see you win, ah, see, you can't do nothing. Nothing. That's the thing with these folks down here. I mean, you can't have nothing, you can't do nothing, you can't accomplish nothing. It's impossible. The whole reason my scooter is messed up is because of the same issue. Real talk. Because I'm asking people, hey, yo, can y'all just let me be? And they refuse. Real talk. That's what threw my energy off that day, and that's why that happened. $1,300 down the drain. And you think that a court's not going to give me all that money back? They're going to have to, because there's no need for this. Look at this. Rocks in my shoe. I got to stop. Don't even have bottoms in my shoe when I have a successful full-scale business. Never seen anything like it. Like I said, if I was from down here, they would have given me everything. That's the truth. All y'all know is the truth. Tell me when I'm lying. They would have paved the way. They'd give me a red carpet with a margarita if I was from down here. Let's get real. And yeah, I'm half. They don't care. I look the way I look. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Y'all do it to your own. Like, yeah, and you're not used to somebody having the courage to open their mouth. I've been telling y'all what it is my whole life. I got different rules. Like, it's all unfair. It just don't make sense. At least these folks get to work, dude. And if you sell someone, I mean, literally, that's basically what they show me and tell me every day. I mean, if you tell someone, hey, you can't work, I mean, how do I make a living? That's what folks don't get. I didn't have an option. I got to be Batman. I got to work harder than you. You know, I'm out here all day, bro, running around, moving. And I honestly love it. I mean, I love it. I love exercising and making money doing so. I mean, I'm not so much upset about that. You know, I love what I do. I wanted my job to be very physical, but I just wish that it was made a little easier. You know, I've had some folks say they're going to try to help, try to get me a bike if they see me, if they get one of them, but nobody's come through yet. You know, but yeah, I need a bike bad, man. At least a bicycle, at least just a normal bike. And that's the thing. I don't understand, folks. They want me to do things for them. I've done everything for everyone, dude. I'm a human being, man. If you want me to help you, I don't mind at all. I'll gladly help you, and I'll help y'all. But I mean, that's the thing. Normal folks that think, and I'm not saying that this is above them. I mean, some of them are good people. They're capable of doing it, but they just haven't yet. And maybe it's something I need to say. I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you want me to help you, why not get me on some wheels where I'm rolling? And then that way I can help you all day. Because if I could get from point A to point B, like on an electric scooter out here, oh yeah, I could pay attention to everything going down. Real talk. I would see everything going on. I would know everything going on. And then I just, get the scooter turned on, charge it like I used to mine or whatever, and get going. That's the thing. Y'all act like it was easy when I was on the scooter. Bro, the bolts kept coming out of that scooter every day. I had to carry around the wrench and tighten them all the time. It was such a problem that when it stopped working, I was like, man, this is really a blessing. It was monotonous. It wasn't easy. It was constantly a problem. It would break down. The whole wheel would fall off while I'm over here, to the point that it's so heavy, I almost couldn't get it back, right? There was one time the whole thing came out. I felt how heavy. I mean, that thing weighed tons. It was like a strongman competition. I must have carried it a full mile. And when the silver part came out, that thing weighs tons when it comes off of its cabling. It's lighter when you're carrying the whole scooter and it's intact. The minute it comes out, oh, that thing weighs tons, bro. That wasn't no little scooter. That thing was built like a brick. It was durable as hell. And like I said, I'm going to end up buying another one. There's nothing you could do about it. But not just that one, the bigger one too. Are they even open today? But yeah, man, I just need financial help, bro. I need money. That's all. If I had some money help, if people would stop breadcrumbing me and donate me $50 today, $100, that's all I need. Like, I need a couple $100. I could get the bicycle. I could get a laptop. That's what I need. If God could do that for me somehow, I'd be able to get everything, at least to a degree where I can do what I want. That's all I want. Laptop so I can do my assignments, play games, and have fun, right? Bicycle, be able to pay the phone bill, which is $55, and some money for food and to buy fruit like this, and that's it. All right, I'll be right back. Hold up.